Hey, what's happening, everybody? I am at Pruitt. Welcome to our interesting little wonderful off-the-wall podcast known as Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit on whatever podcast app you use or utilize, as well as streaming live right here inside of YouTube. Pretty much each and every week, I'm hanging out here with the one and only Queen Pruitt sitting right over there. I tried to wait and give her some time because apparently she's doing some stuff before the show starts and says she can get it done by the time I get the show started. So we are now started. How you be over there?
I'm swell. How you doing?
Unbelievable as always. Thank y'all for hanging out with us live here in YouTube in the live stream. Appreciate that. Got folks that popped in here nice and early before the stream even went on air. And hit us up with some super chats because and yes, I think there were that's 1, 2,
hi Ozone,
and 3 super chats came in prior to the show starting from Iggy. She says, I can't get this super chat right. Well, I think you did because I see it there. Cinder Fracto with a $5 super chat for Plantastic Potheads Rules, she says.
Yay, they do.
Then she did one more, just for the hell of it, apparently. So thank you for that one, too.
Thank you, Cinder Fracto.
And then Jamhole pops in here. He showed up late because everybody else was already in here in the party. He shows up late and says, choo choo, all aboard everyday train. $5 super chat. Thank
y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And they've been in there chatting it all up. I see Ozone Nightmares here. I got a message from him earlier. He's going to be in maybe for half the show because he's a good dude. He actually cooks for his family, so he might be a little bit busy.
Who?
Ozone Nightmare, Joe Esposito.
Oh, okay.
So he's here now. Thank you for being here, but he may have to step out because, he's got to cook. So
I know that.
Anyway, on this show, folks, we like to sit down and talk about everyday life because we are not A-list celebrities and we're not going to do all of that gossip stuff. We just talk about stuff that regular people deal with and go through, as well as share some insights on some of the stuff that goes on in our day-to-day lives, be it the dog chewing on a rib bone.
He heard you say the dog.
He's like, wait a minute, what?
Biscuit, you hear dog? No.
Be it him chewing on a rib bone or stuff going on with school and class and rehearsals and shoots and auditions and all of that good stuff. Never anything to not talk about on this here podcast. There's always something. Whether y'all are interested or not, that's a different story.
Oh, thank you, Ozone Nightmare. That is so nice.
Ozone Nightmare with a super chat coming in for $10. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
He says, good evening, Pruitt. Hope you're both doing well, along with Senor Biscuit. Very happy to hang out for a bit with the cooler weather. Yeah, going to be cooking shortly. Wife works hard. She deserves it.
What are you going to cook?
Yeah, what you cooking, dude?
I want to know what you're going to cook. Get some ideas going on. For not me to cook, but just some ideas of, maybe something different.
Right.
I mean, you want to know too? You want to know too?
I want to know too. I didn't necessarily say I want it for ideas, but
you do want ideas because the other day you was just saying, "What am I gonna cook for dinner? What's for dinner? What am I gonna make for dinner?" So Joe,
and you're right. I don't say that very often. You're right. I don't say that very often. Most of the time, I just go in there and cook. But yeah, the other day I did say, "What the hell am I gonna cook?" And you got quiet again.
Because I'm reading what he said. He gave us a response.
Oh, I see.
We can't ask a question and not look for the answer.
No, I get it. He says, nothing too fancy this evening. Just some fake chicken tenders and some buttery rice with cheese. That works for me.
Sounds safe.
Works for me.
Very, very, very nice.
Outstanding. So, this week has been another typical week, I like to presume. You agree? Disagree?
Yes.
We've continued to just do whatever it is we do day to day and try to pay bills, or try to get content created, go to class, go to rehearsal. I believe you've been reading a play over there. What's the play you've been reading?
Well, I had to read Little Women for the costume design that I'm doing. I tried to find something as close to 1910 as I could off that list that she gave us. So it ended up being Little Women. It's not the same ending as the movie. The play is not the same ending as the movie, but
of course not.
It's very since it was 1965, it's not a whole lot I could do with costuming design.
Okay. How you figure that? So
because they were poor, so you're gonna have either cotton.
Okay.
It's either gonna be cotton, linen, wool.
Yeah.
That's what I get to choose from, and it's not gonna be a whole lot of patterns. I might be able to get some.
Yes, I think rich folks had patterns.
Yeah. Oh, I just looked it up. I might be able to get some. Anyway, it'll come to me in a little bit. That pattern
right when I'm talking, I'm
on
sure.
there. But most of everything is just really plain, and the big undergarments. I have to look at the correct words for all of these things. I'm just not interested, so it's not been fun at all.
What's another word for undergarments then? Draws?
Oh, no.
It's got its own
class. Bustle.
Well,
I know
what are
bustle
draws supposed to look like?
Bustle is another word for some stuff. And, we call it slip, but it was called something else before that starts with a P or thing.
Oh, pantaloons?
No.
Britches.
Yes, John Helm and tons of browns. Yeah,
John Helm, will you please get out of my head, dude?
Yeah, britches. Petticoat. Yes, Cinderfractal. See, I might need you. Do you draw?
Cinderfractal, do you draw?
Do you draw too? Because these are all. It's not. What I don't like is this 10 costumes of something they're all gonna pretty much look the same except for the maid. She'll have on an apron.
Yeah, but
it's really boring. I don't like it. It's 10 costumes on 10 different pieces of paper, and they all will have to be in color, whether there's paint with watercolors or paint with paint or markers or pencils or whatever. Just like I'm about to present this to someone about this play that I want to put on, and it should be fun, and it probably is fun for people that are into costume design. I'm just not, and I should have dropped it, but I'm learning so much about something myself these days of shoulda, woulda, freaking coulda.
Such as?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Learning such as?
I don't want to go on. It's a lot.
Okay.
I learned the boxes, learned the pricing better, put my prices on the bottom of these items better. Like, man, I got.
What she's talking about is one of the potheads sold at the salon location that she's got them down at. And she basically sold it for $10 cheaper, or maybe $20 cheaper. No. I don't know. It was
$30 cheaper.
$30 cheaper because of how it was labeled. And, that's one of them live and learn kind of things. Everything else has been fine, but.
Yeah, sold them all except for the one that is dark complected. It's crazy. But she wants me to bring some more before Mother's. I was like, maybe I should bring some more before Mother's Day. She's like, that would be really good. And she scheduled the time for me to do it too.
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because all of them sold. Like, that's 6 that I took down there, and that's 5 that sold since I went on, when was that, the 11th? You okay, Biscuit? So that's really, lesson learned. I'm learning so many things. I'm still working on the male headphones.
Yeah.
I love the idea that I have, and these will work for it. So I should have done that the first time. Again, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I've been singing that sentence all week. Like,
but that's not always fair. You do realize that, right?
What?
shoulda, woulda, coulda is not always fair in every scenario, especially when there's ignorance, as in you don't know. You don't know how to sculpt.
No. I wish I did.
So why are you going to shoulda, woulda, coulda something when you don't know how to sculpt? You know, that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So as said in the chat there from Cinder Fractor,
I will.
Give yourself some dadgum grace. She didn't say dadgum, but, you know, she gets it. Thank you.
Yes.
Good. But that's good that you're still selling them and they're going out the door and you're going to be busy for the next couple of weeks. Again, fine by me, damn it.
I will be, I'm busier than, I don't even know, but it's going to happen. It's all going to get worked out. We do what we got to do.
Yeah, you get it done. I'm not going to give you any pity for it. Knock it out. Get it done. You'll be all right.
I don't ask you for ish except food, and even sometimes not even that. But food is the main thing because you ain't gonna give it to me.
This is
no.
My favorite word.
And then y'all wonder why I'm swell. But we have to address this thing you got going on in your nose. Are you gonna keep it on the whole show? This is rather distracting.
What thing on my nose? What thing on my nose?
It's rather distracting to me.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that.
Because we're not there yet. For you to have that on during the day, like you could put it on at night when you got to sleep or something. But that's like
allow me to explain what's going on here for the folks watching.
Thank you.
Here on the video, because we do get video watchers. I'm wearing these little this thing across the bridge of my nose. You know, I don't know if you folks remember a handful of years ago, people would put these little strips of like stickers across their nose to help open up their nasal passages. Okay. Well, this is a similar type of ordeal here, except it's not a steri strip, if you will. This is a piece of plastic and it has magnets right here on the ends of it. And it's supposed to help open up your nasal passages. So now, the story behind this. When I was at CES, whatever. When I was at CES, you remember I told you I wasn't really feeling CES. A lot of the stuff I saw there was just junk and crap. And there were two things that stood out to me at CES, and they were not techie at all. One of them was this here. It's called Power Drops. This is for putting into the plants and helping with plant growth, because they figured out a scientific way to help with plant growth for people that don't necessarily always have water access. And so it's brilliant. Got nothing to do with a bunch of chips and AI and none of that. These dudes just like, I got science, so it was brilliant. And YouTube crashed again. So we'll reload that. It's not my fault. But anyway, so there was that. And the second thing, because recording continues, thank goodness. The second thing was I came across these folks. These people are called Intake. And they have these strips there. And they're supposed to help open up your nasal passages to help you with breathing when you're working out and exercising, or even if you want to wear it during the day, because oxygen is good for your body, believe it or not.
Yeah.
No, but supposed to help with focus, because you can getting more oxygen in, and as well as helping with snoring at night. I don't particularly agree with the snoring.
I don't either,
because I think
because it did not stop.
I think there's more to snoring than just your nasal passages opening up. There's more to it. There's stuff further back in that cavity, But when I walked up to these guys, because I wasn't in the best of moods, because I was pissed at seeing all of this crappy stuff in CES, I walked past this guy's booth, and he was like, "Let me show this to you." And he's standing there with a deviated septum, however you say it, septum, puts it on his nose, and poof, his nose just opens right up. And I'm like, what?
Interesting.
And he explains to me that it's magnets. I'll cut to my camera. It's magnets and these little stickers that you put on your face. Put these little stickers on your nose, right above your nasal passage, and then you slap this on, and it's magnets, and those magnets pull those stickers according to the size of this little plastic strip. And as you can see on the camera, it ain't really doing much for me. My nose isn't really opening up. I'm assuming I'm doing this stuff right because you can only put it in a certain spot. You're not supposed to put it right on your nostrils. My nose is pretty big. I don't know, but it seems, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be doing much for me. But I saw it in action with that guy, and I saw it in action with some other people walking around that took all the samples, because by the time I saw them, no more samples were there. And one guy comes by the booth sipping on some wine. He said, "Hey, thanks for these nasal strips, man, because I could smell and taste how shitty this wine is tonight."
Interesting. I might need to try it to see, but I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting.
But this is it. It's intakebreathing.com, and it's a subscription. I believe you get like 15 in the starter pack. They sent these to me since they didn't have any more samples. They sent these to me for free. So I want to make sure I disclaim that. And I said, yeah, I'll try it out and see how it feels. But if you look at this video, you see
theirs look like it's lower though.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's nose isn't made the same way. So they send you these instructions to say, put the sticker right above where your nostrils in. And I've put the sticker there. I've tried several different ways, and it doesn't really open up my nose.
Okay.
And I've tried the various sizes, because they send you multiple size clips here that's supposed to work, and it's just not really working out for me. But like I said, you see these videos, you can see that it's opening people's noses up.
That's interesting. Well, some of them, just that one that they showed. They just showed one now.
And so
it might be the same guy that you saw.
And so if you look at
come on, YouTube.
If you look at, what, did YouTube crash again?
It's not even come back.
Oh, I didn't refresh your screen. Sorry.
Oh, it has.
I'll get to that in a minute. But if you look at the video here, I'm wearing this clear one here, and as of yesterday, April 22nd, they announced these clear versions here, supposed to be more discreet. More discreet for who? For who? Because most of the
maybe the skin tone is not right. That would blend in with some body skin that's lighter, maybe.
Yeah, and that's
not more discreet.
And that's
for you.
Again, that is part of the problem in the medical professions and in AI. You know, people aren't really looking at things from a minority's perspective, or people of color's perspective, because the original model of these things were those black bars you saw in the video, but they announced these clear ones, and it's crystal clear. All right, that's clear, but you can still see the magnets there, and then the stickers that you put on to have the magnets in them.
They're very distracting because they're not your complexion.
Right.
They're like a Band-Aid.
Right. They look like a Band-Aid.
They look like
what the straps used to look like.
Yeah.
Basically. So as far as it being discreet, I can't agree to that intake, but I do dig what you all did at CES. Right now it ain't really doing much for me, but I had to try it out. So that's that. So that's why you're quote unquote distracted. It's the stuff on my nose.
Yeah. With that, and then the thing in your ear is like all of the it's just coming together.
Well, I just didn't put my headphones on. I didn't put my headphones on. I wanted to put my monitors in because those headphones get hot.
I get it.
So I put my monitors in. It can hear. Oh, wow. We got another super chat that just come in here. This come from Ozone Nightmare. Joe Esposito says, you can look pretty on set. At home, you got to be able to breathe.
Well, he could breathe without them.
Oh, gosh. No,
I'm not helping you.
I'm going to continue to work with it because I have a couple stickers to try it out. Because
you've been walking outside with that on too, haven't you?
And
you don't want to like put some makeup around the edges of it, maybe to blend in with your skin more.
Okay, I could do that. But again, my point is companies like these guys and other people have to consider.
No, they don't.
They have to consider it. If I'm coming up to the booth and you want to pitch this product to me.
Do they have to consider it with Band-Aids? I mean, do you really think that?
They have tried over the years. Band-Aid has tried over the years because they caught hell too. You know? So,
well,
but I'm gonna keep giving it a whirl to try to make it actually feel like it's opening up my nostrils. I continue to move the thing around and whatnot. Heck, I've slept in them a couple nights, and I know at least 2 nights where the thing popped off my face some kind of way. Like, how did it even pop off if it's a magnet? You know, so that's
maybe one of the magnets moved.
But that's
slightly.
But how? It's a sticker, you know. So again, that's the whole QA brain of me. Like, okay, well, what can I do to break this to prove that it's breakable and then make sure it works too. That's just how I think. Anyway, you're listening and watching Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. I am Aunt Pruitt. She is Phoebe Pruitt. We're going to pause for a quick second here for a commercial break. Thank y'all very, very much. Stay right there. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. Aunt Pruitt on this one mic. Phoebe Pruitt on this other mic. Hope y'all are doing well. Unbelievable as always. Ozone Nightmare asks, what is in that bottle of water tonight?
Oh, serious? He was literally, you had to, I was reading it and he was saying it the exact same way, he would say it.
Patreon folks.
Not to somebody else, but.
Patreon folks will get that inside joke. Everybody else will not get that. So, if you want to get the inside joke, you might want to consider checking out our extended family in Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt and check that out with us in the community there. You can join for free, as a matter of fact, or join one of the paid tiers. It's totally up to you, but we'd love to have you over there in the community. Please and thank you.
Oh my goodness, I realized something else.
Huh?
You know what else is coming up?
What?
In May?
Yeah, I know what's coming up in May.
Okay, we had to do a special show for that one.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Maybe. What was I wanting to talk about today with you?
Scarifying.
What did I do with my screen? Oh, there we go. So I continuing on with the little bit of tech talk. So, you know, I went to CES and I went to NAB. Part of before I went to NAB, I was in touch with Insta360. I even met up with them while I was there. Representative there actually watches our show. Hey, Isabel, thank you. And they sent me a camera to try out, and I've tested out their cameras before, and this is their Insta360 X5 camera. I don't know if it'll focus. There it goes. This is their model for this year. The X4, I tried it out last year, wrote a story about it on ZDNET. Well, I did the same. I wrote a quick review about it this time for the X5. And that came out yesterday or so, because this was, I think the same day, February 22nd, just like the other folks. Their embargo lift. So I couldn't talk about it until yesterday. But this is a 360 camera that allows you to shoot 360 degrees in video or photos, because some people like to do photos. Yeah, full circle. So, think of real estate people, and they want to do virtual tours. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of camera they can use. Okay. And it'll let you just pan through and all that good stuff. But it gives you up to 8K resolution. I don't necessarily recommend the 8K. I think it looks great in the 5.7K. And it's comfortable. It's freaking waterproof. It has this selfie stick, but if you don't want to use a selfie stick, it's fine. Great build quality. I wrote about said camera over on ZDNet. I will put a link in the show notes to the story here. Checking it out. As I mentioned in this story, my only beef is the stuff that they got the AI tools built into it. And I want to show you all this here because you can record video and they'll let you do some video editing with AI and it'll just put something together for you. Sounds good. So I took it to the track meet that I shot and I wanted to just show like a behind the scenes. And I've done this before, just show a behind the scenes of what it's like as a photographer to go and shoot at a track meet. Put it on my backpack, walked around with it, let it rip. Told the editor to do its thing, and it came up with this, and I can't say I'm too thrilled about it. Can you see that? So it's got me setting up with my cameras, 2 cameras there, headphones, sitting on the ground, and it decides to take a look at this guy walking around there. Then it decides to take a look at these kids, and it takes a look at these kids going behind me, running up the track. And then I'm trying to grab, right here, I'm trying to grab the camera because I was like, maybe I should put the camera in front of me. So I put the camera in front of me, and it focuses on the kids coming up the ledge at pit. And it just got to me with my 2 cameras, thinking, all right, cool, this is a photographer. AI knows this is a photographer. Not one time did it actually show me snapping a photograph. Shows me grabbing the cameras again. This is AI.
But that's what that little doohickey you got right there is.
Yeah, that's the video. That's the footage that it decided to edit for me.
It does it on its own.
Yeah, that's the footage that it decided.
You don't program it or anything.
No. So, okay. As mentioned in that story of mine, so this thing AI saw that I got 2 cameras. I assume AI is smart enough to know if someone's holding cameras in their hand, they're probably going to take a picture at some point. Okay. That video that I recorded was 6 minutes long. So I was in frame at some point holding the camera up to my face, click, 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 click.
But it didn't come back to you at
that time. Not one time did it decide, okay, I should include this in my video edit. Instead, I'm just going to include walking around. This random guy walking around, a guy with 2 cameras,
and somebody cleaning up.
Yeah, it just I don't get it. So that's part of my beef with AI. We can't lean on it. Let creators do what we need to do. Let AI do stuff to help speed up a process, but let creators be creative and do our thing. So that's the X5. It's available now. Very nice, other than the AI tool, in my opinion. But the hardware and the image quality and video quality, it looks good. Insta360, they do a really good job when it comes to that stuff, for real. Yeah, check it out, ZDNET.com. I'll put a link in the show notes for said story. Now, Queen Pruitt. Every now and then, we'll have our moments of like, man, I'm getting old. You know, something will hit us and be like, man, I'm getting old.
Every time I see my kids.
That's, yeah.
Every time I see them.
That's fair.
I mean, and think about them. Don't get to talk to them like that. But, yeah.
Uh-oh. I just saw an interesting comment from John Helm. Sorry. He got nerdy on me. Let's be honest. Most AI is just LLMs, which is short for large language models.
You using big words, John. All of that, I still don't even know. Large language models. Yeah. Large language model. What's the language model?
I'll tell you off there. Then it says other AI for image generation is fun, but everyone trying to use, quote, AI in their stuff, and it sucks for the most part. Yeah, it's.
But it worked for you in that little thing you have to do in the computer when you editing.
But that's
a different type of.
But that's what I'm saying. Let AI do things that are what I consider.
You ask it to do.
if I'm doing a repeatable task as a photographer, you're gonna take pictures. You're gonna take your card out of the camera and throw it into your computer.
You would want it to take photos of you doing
No. Hold on. Let me explain. So repeatable tasks. As a photographer, you take pictures, you get the card out of your camera, you put it into the computer, and then you have to go through and sort through all of those photos. I shot that track meet. It was 2,998 images.
From that?
Yes. When I was over there Saturday.
That's unfortunate.
When I was over there Saturday, I captured 2,998 images. I had to sort through that and figure out what's good, what's crap. Okay? That is a repeatable task that photographers do every single time they go shoot. Even if it's just shooting headshots. If I shoot a headshot session for you, that is...
No, not if, when.
When I do a headshot session for you, I'll probably take 15 to 20 shots. You've seen this before. I'll take 15 to 20 shots. Mm-hmm. Then I come in here and I look through those 15 to 20 shots. Okay, this is good. This is a maybe. This is a hell no. That's a repeatable task. Let AI come in and figure out this is a maybe, this is a good, this is a no.
Yeah.
Take me out of the picture for that. That's when AI should work. And the thing that I showed you last week was AI coming in, and I knew I had a subject in mind. Hey, AI, go find that section in the video where we talked about scammers. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And it did it. But telling it to create the clips that we see online on the reels, because everybody does this. Mm-hmm. They have the reels, and it's got the text popping up at the bottom, every word they speak. Mm-hmm. AI is doing that for 99% of the people.
Damn it.
And it's crap. And YouTube is still shit-tastic right now for some reason.
Maybe we saying AI too much.
I don't know why YouTube is being shit-tastic. Yeah, it ain't me. It's YouTube's just crashing like that.
You crazy,
So anyway, as I was saying, let AI do the stuff that's going to help speed up a process. Don't let it be creative and make these talking videos. All of the little reels that I have of us on the show, that was me. I figured out when to make the cuts. Mm-hmm. I figured out how to make the transition. I did all of that because when I asked an AI service that I was paying for at one time to do it, it was bad.
Yeah, you could do it yourself.
Yeah. Took me a little bit more time, not much more time. So, and that's what John is saying there. So,
no, he don't. He want to EAT.
Biscuit got all up in your grill.
Yeah, he did.
So anyway, before I got off on that tangent, I was wanting to talk about getting old, and you talked about you feel old when you see the boys, and I get that because boy, time is flying, especially with one getting ready to graduate college now. So here. Recently, I was checking out my homie show, of course, the Jamhole, Finn Martin and BJ, thejamhole.com, particularly episode 874. He titles it Quickie Dick. But that's all I say there. He titles it Quickie Dick. But the funny part that made me just laugh because I could so relate was just this little tidbit of him talking to BJ about getting older. Let me see if y'all can hear this.
Realize it, and I was reading today because I'm an old man just waiting to die. I was reading a book today. And I brought it up close and everything got super blurry. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I backed it off. Perfect. Crisp, clear, no problem.
Right up on you. It just doesn't work anymore.
Fuck, dude. And it tripped me out the other day when it first happened. And I thought it was maybe just a fluke, but nay, 'twas not a fluke. I was trying to read the fine print on something. I don't even remember what the fuck it was. Probably some milligram dosage that I was trying to work out. And I'm like, I literally cannot read this. I had to get my phone,
So
fucking
bad.
boomer, take a picture of it, and fucking zoom in. Oh God, baby, shoot! Just Give me the old yeller. Oh, I'm ready. I've done my due diligence. I'm ready, baby. Just give me the old yeller.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Yep. That is. Yeah, I remember. I was like,
dude.
I remember the kids even. It was a long time ago for me when, Mama, here, look. Oh, wait a minute.
And
Hold it back here. You were a part of it too, talking shit when I couldn't see stuff up close, and it was going. And I had 20/20 vision before that. I didn't wear glasses. I was good.
That moment right there, it hit you.
Oh, it does, and it hit hard.
Hit you, and you're like, shit, I'm getting old.
I can't see. I really can't see this. What is going on? And that's the first thing that happens.
Oh, God.
That's the first thing, and then holding on to that. But the eyes go first. I remember going to the freaking optometrist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Trying to figure out.
I'm just making sure I said the right one. Optometrist. And and she's doing all her little tests and everything. And she's like, leave me alone. She's like, welcome to 40. I was like, oh my goodness, this is serious, because it literally waited until I was at 40 years old.
And it hit with no warning.
I couldn't see, and I needed
it wasn't
focus.
It wasn't gradual either. No. It was all of a sudden.
You need bifocals. You can't see stuff up close. Pull that all the way back.
Shout out to John Helm. You start increasing the text size on your phone. One text message barely fits on your screen.
So true. I make mine little sometime, but I still just so I don't want that to happen. I don't want that. But yes, for sure.
Shout out to my homie Matt Lee and BJ, also known as Finn Martin. Check him out, thejamhole.com and his show. But that made me laugh, and I immediately thought about you and our stories with that. And again, he's younger than us.
Yeah,
so
it's
to
just
hear,
now hitting him.
So to hear him,
I want to tell him like she told me, welcome to 40.
He's younger than us.
Welcome to 40.
He said, I took a picture of it to read the fine print.
You have to take a picture and blow it up. Oh, so bad.
Oh, gosh,
even now,
man.
I have to go back. I don't know what they did to these lenses. I had it done at Walmart, and I don't know if they were done right, but I can't see with them. I can't see without them. But what?
It ain't the glasses.
I'm holding them up. I'm moving them up and down.
Please
on the
hold
piece
that
of
pose
paper.
right there. Hold that pose right there.
Just to see, okay, wait a minute. They might have put my vision, maybe it's up down here. And I'm like, shoot, I still can't see this. So I might have to go back and see what's going on. Maybe I hope my eyes, it's not been a year. So I should not need a new prescription. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it is not the glasses. It's unfortunately it is your eyes. My glasses are from Walmart, and I see eye. And I really think it's the astigmatism too.
Again, your eyes, not the glasses. Not the glasses. Oh, man, this is everyday people doing everyday shit. I'm Aunt Pruitt, hanging out on these mics with you all each and every week. Thank you for everybody hanging out live in the live chat on YouTube. Please make sure you have hit the like, thumbs up button, whatever it is called there inside of YouTube. Hit that. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And also hit the share button to help spread the love of this here show for us. We really do appreciate that support. I'm going to pause for a quick second so I can get my words together and have a bit of a commercial break. So y'all stay right there. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Everyday people doing everyday shit. Aunt Pruitt here. Queen Pruitt over there. Before the break, we got a question from the live chat, and talking about some accents and stuff in a previous assignment. Didn't you have to do something with an accent in a previous assignment at school?
I did.
You don't remember the assignment is gone. Once it's done, it's gone.
It is. But I had
I don't blame
I had
you.
another voiceover one because I have so many assignments due right now. Like, oh my goodness, so many. And then one I just wrote out today, and it we ain't even got together, but
It's that good, huh?
it is I'm just so behind. But we had a voiceover one the other day, and we had to read a cartoon thing, and it couldn't sound a certain way or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, you guys, doing this one. It didn't take a lot out of me because I have watched all these celebrity voice actors that are awesome. Cree Summer being one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, she started. I heard her voice a lot.
Yep, she's legendary.
Yeah, she is. And so I got a chance to do an assignment, and I had to read, and I turned it in, and I got really, really good reviews. So I sent it to the chat if y'all want to hear.
Okay. I'm going to hit play now. So let's see. And we'll show the video.
But I'm sorry.
Should I show the video?
I'm sorry, Iggy. I don't remember exactly which assignment it was.
Should I show the video?
It's not really a video.
Okay,
it's
just hear the sound. Okay, cool. So
I don't know if you can.
Going to hit play now.
Everyone just walking down the street singing, do what did thumb diddy do. Oh, hi, Toosters. Glad you tuned in. Buster Bunny here, and we've got a great show today. It's a lot better than one of those duck adventures where they search for gold.
What'd you say? What was that?
It's a lot better than one of those duck adventures. I told him that I wanted to enunciate better.
Adventures where they search for gold or something. In fact, it's more than a show. It's an extravaganza. Uh-oh. Look like Mara's on the prowl for a new pet. This bunny's out of here. Cartoons, ho!
What the heck was that?
That was Buster Bunny. We had, it was 3 of them, and they gave me Buster Bunny. So I had to read this little script for Buster Bunny, and that was my Buster Bunny. And I did it a whole bunch of times.
Well,
actually, I didn't do it a whole bunch of times. I did it, but I liked them.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I kept screwing up or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, okay, that one's good. Okay, that one's good too. Okay, that one's good. And he had already told us, our professor had already told us in class that if you do it more than 5 times, it's not going to change. That best of that, usually you're going to get in the first 5 times or whatever.
Really? Boy, because I disagree based on the reads I did today. Yeesh.
Yeah, but this is as far as your sound. You can keep going and going and going and going, but how far will you go? Because it's going to be when you record it, and you're like, okay, that's really good right there.
Oh,
Can
see,
I do
that's
better?
That's the difference. Because
Can
I
I do
wasn't saying
better?
that
Can
was
I do
good.
better?
That was good.
No, I
this
was
shit.
saying
Oh.
I did have some that I was like, oh, that's pretty good right there, but can I do it better? I heard myself. I heard myself.
Okay.
I heard
That's
myself at the end.
That's fair. And the live chat seems to be giving their approval. People are popping in with that was great.
Thank
and
you.
just giving you all the love and the applause.
I really like doing this voice. It is so much fun. I think I'm going to go into voice acting. I think Biscuit likes it too, you guys. I like it a lot. I enjoy Cree Summer in the background. What is it called again? I can't even think of it, but it's so much fun. Oh my God, I think I'm going to go into voice acting.
You look like you about to take a shit.
No, you do have to use your body, and normally when you're doing this kind of stuff, you're standing up.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm
true.
doing this sitting down, so I think
This is true.
I got it.
Now,
this is
leave
true.
me alone.
This is true. Biscuit is like, what's going on? No, you're 100% right. With those things, you do have to stand up.
You got to put yourself in it. Like all of the little, they showed a little, and that's another thing. They'll give you a picture of this character before you go in and read. That's it. That's all you get. You get to look at that picture and say, okay.
That's fun.
Maybe this one.
That allows you to make it what you
and I
want it to
like
be in your
it.
head.
I might be a voice actor. I might be on the back end between that and, my British one that I can totally, brush up on.
We
every
talked about that.
time. I think I might need to do it, but as soon as,
We talked
I
about
really
that a little
do.
bit last week on air, and then you and I talked about it.
They said, look, hybrid media consultants that are impressed.
Yeah, she's good. She's good. Oh, Pam's in here. Hey, Miss Pam. Clarence Brown in here too. Man, when y'all show up?
Hey! Oh, wow.
Y'all supposed to say something to let us know y'all up in here.
I wish there was a way for that to happen.
It's good to
like
see
little
y'all.
dings.
Good to see y'all.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
We were talking a little bit about this stuff last week, and then off air, you and I were having just our regular everyday conversation, and we talked about you doing. Now I remember you were doing Keely at class, and then I'll let you finish the story. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so
That's what Miss Iggy was asking.
That is what happened. Okay, let me wet my whistle because my mouth get dry. Yes, I remember now. So they played my little part that I did of Keely. When they were playing it, I heard this guy that was sitting next to the guy sitting next to me.
Yeah.
One of the students, and he is an actor also. He said, that sounds like Keely, like under his breath or whatever. So they played it again. They was like, that's really good, Phoebe. And they asked to play it again. So they played it again, and they couldn't figure out where it was from. So I told him it was from Ted Lasso. It was Keely from Ted Lasso. And dude that was sitting next to the guy sitting next to me, he said, I knew it. That's who it sounded like. I was like, oh my God, that's so good. So I'm going to continue to do this because he didn't know that I heard him say it. I don't think he heard me, but that was
throws confetti at you.
Awesome. It was so awesome because maybe he knew the lines really good and he could hear it, but I really love her particular accent. I have to do research and see where she's actually from and that dialect and everything. It's just really cool to listen to her talk. I really like it a lot.
For those that don't know Keely's accent, I'm going to pull up a few. Whoops. Here we go.
What's going on? Are we being slowly rocked?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
That's not her. Where's Keely? Dang it.
Yeah, of course.
There. None of this is Keely talking. Serious? There we go. Keely's is in purple.
It was actually 60 quid.
This is shit. There we go. That's better.
Global, Miss J. Oh, I would maybe say ambitious nightmare if they're crazy. But yes, we have parted ways with Shandy. Okay. Of course. Great. Yeah, talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Yep, that's Keely. And you do a good job with that. You
I want
do.
to keep working on it.
But we were continuing to talk about that off air. And we looked at someone like Idris and some of these other people that are British that come and speak in American accents on set.
Mm-hmm. You
for
never know.
the whole damn day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you do that?
Yeah, that's another thing. With doing those animated sounds or what have you, you got to be able to do that for 4 hours.
It's exhausting.
4
freaking
hours.
exhausting.
4 hours is like the minimum. So yeah, 4 hours for that. I would have to practice that, and I would absolutely have to practice speaking in a British accent for an entire day, because it would be an entire show.
Yeah. I see.
So, you know, it will become just like learning Spanish.
I see VO ads for British stuff all the time.
Do you really now?
Submitted to me. It's usually males. It's usually males, but I see British stuff all the time submitted to me to try out for. And I'm like, can't do that. You know, I'm already country. And then you try to make me talk in a British accent.
I can't even
not
get
gonna happen, mate. You know?
Mate.
That shit's not gonna happen.
I don't think mate is British.
I don't think they say britches in Britain either, but
britches?
So,
no. Or dadgummit.
Or dadgum. No, it's just not. But I see that stuff all the time, and it makes me think the work that people put into that, and to be able to do it for an extended amount of time. You know, the reads that I've done here recently in my auditions, they're all fairly short, but some of them, they're not necessarily my voice, because you have to read certain things as a pitch. You know, so you're going to read things as a pitch. It's going to be a different cadence to it. You're trying to sell this thing to them. Then there's some things that's a little bit more dramatic. You know. And
I'm sorry, reading
the chat's
I knew
going
that
on.
mate did not go in there with a British accent.
No, British people do say mate.
It's a different way.
Again,
There's a different. It didn't sound like that.
Well, shit,
that
didn't I just say
Australian mate?
I just said I'm not going to be the one
You
for
don't
it either
hear
way.
it? Do you hear it? Do you
All right,
hear
mate.
it? Can you? Oh my! They said,
Yes, I know.
They said that made their night, man. They love it. You trying to speak like Idris. They will.
And bloke is the other one. Yeah, blokes.
They want you to
That's
hear.
it,
They want to hear you sound like
chat.
Idris. I don't know what Idris says, but I've never heard you speak in a different
Queen
dialect.
Pruitt. Queen Pruitt. It's time for a podcast. Yeah. No, this is. That's not going to happen with my
that what
country
that
ass.
I was scared to say, are you gonna say it? And that was it. It's time for a
Blimey.
It's time for a podcast. Yeah, you think if you throw yeah and mate and bloke and that make it sound like it's British? Oh my goodness.
No.
Okay, that's
I
it.
know my limits. I'm cutting this off, y'all. This has been a nice, fun show as usual.
Flag on the play.
I have plenty of content in here to talk about, and I mentioned in Patreon, this show could be way longer this week, but I'm going to cut it off.
Oh,
and
man,
John Ham,
that's
you
funny.
got to say, bless your heart, bless my heart. I know my limits. That's shit. I know that. I said it myself, damn
We
it.
just had to do
That
it
ain't
for
me.
fun. We
I
had
just
to
had
do it
let
for
you know.
fun. We had to do it for fun, just to
Couldn't
see.
do it.
I mean,
Couldn't do it.
I'm trying to get you to say the TH sound instead of the D sound.
Nope. Not.
So,
I'm country and I know it, and I'm gonna own it.
woo,
Damn it.
y'all, thank y'all for being here. I needed to laugh because laughter is such a release.
I'm saving those clips on YouTube.
Oh,
Says-
that was some funny stuff.
Who says I'm gonna put it on YouTube? Nobody.
Oh, well.
Thank y'all for being here, everybody. If you are interested in this show and really enjoy it, please consider liking and sharing it with someone else that you know. Share it with your friends, your family, even share it with an enemy. I truly, truly appreciate all of that support. We're available on all the different podcast platforms, and we have our extended family over in Patreon. So you can join the extended family Patreon community for free. Go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. Check us out. Sign up for free if you want to. Sign up for one of the paid tiers if you want to. Either way, come on in. The membership is growing over there. And we have a lot of fun conversations. I tend to just talk about the stuff going on throughout my day and throughout my week, be it stuff happening with casting calls and things like that, or other random stuff that's on my mind. And I laugh at Joe Esposito in there because he says some off the wall stuff. And I get hugs from Miss Cinder Fractal also. Thank y'all so much for being there. That's patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt.
With the funky nose piece. God, I think that's what did it, Cinder Fractal. I really, really do. And yes, Clarence Brown, a jolly good time.
A jolly good time. Yeah.
Why you just leave the yeah off?
That's what Keely does, right?
But she does. But it don't sound the same when you do it. It's a different. Yeah, it's all different.
I can do Roy Kent though.
You can look like it.
Bloody hell.
That's it.
Bloody hell. No. I can do Roy Kent.
Yeah, you can do that till he has to say a whole paragraph of shit. You're like, I'm not that there over there.
Whistle. Get on to the pitch.
No.
All right, we're cutting it short. I'm going to stop screaming into the mics, y'all. Thank you again. AntPruitt.com/podcast. AntPruitt.com/potheads. If you're interested in Plantastic Potheads, go ahead and check them out. Put it in order. She does a lot of great work over there, especially right now if you're trying to get something done for Mother's Day or Father's Day. I suggest you get those orders in because she's going to be pretty dadgum busy working on some other ones right now. So the sooner you get them in, the better off you're going to be and be able to get it a lot sooner. Thank you all so much for all of the support. I have a shoot tomorrow. We'll probably talk about that shoot next week. And working on two other shoots and things like that.
Send me some good vibes too. I really do, because I love y'all in this community, and I am happy to share with y'all that I have some pinched nerves in my neck and back and all this other stuff, really into my neck. And I've had this sensation of all kinds of stuff for years. But I'm going to have this procedure done where they're going to shoot some cortisone or whatever into my spine. And I am super nervous. So send me some good vibes. Send me some prayers. Send me some all of those things. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love hugs. Because I don't like people. The reason I'm having this problem is because somebody effed up while they were intubating me. So, it's not nice.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Again, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you all next time, and catch you in Patreon. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for someone else. Know that it's okay to love you some you, damn it. Peace.